consideration of H.R. 3082, which the clerk will report by title.
Union Calendar Number 101, H.R. 3082, a bill making appropriations for military construction, the Department of Veterans Affairs, and related agencies for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2010, and for other purposes.
Pursuant to the rule, the bill is considered read the first time. The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Edwards, and the gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Wamp, will each control 30 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Texas.
Madam Chair, may I first ask for order in the House, please?
Gentleman is correct. The House is not in order. The gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Madam Chair, I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman is recognized.
Madam Chair, members, on behalf of America's servicemen and women, our veterans, and their families, it's a privilege for me to present the fiscal year 2010 Military Construction and Veterans Affairs Appropriations Bill. I believe this bill and the work we have done since January of 2007 is work that all of us, Democrats and Republicans alike, can be very proud of. In this time of war, we have continued our tradition of a bipartisan military construction and veterans appropriations bill, a bill that honors in a meaningful way the service and sacrifice of our servicemen and women, our veterans and their families. In the past 2.5 years, along with the passage of this bill, the Congress will have increased veterans' health care and benefits funding by 58%. That is unprecedented in the history of this country, and I believe our veterans and their families have earned every dime of that funding. Madam Chair, may I ask for regular order, please?
Gentleman is correct. The committee is not in order. Members are asked to bring their conversations off the floor and take their seats. The gentleman is recognized.
In addition, we have a new 21st century GI education bill, and recently President Obama signed into law a provision amending that bill. It will provide a college scholarship to every child who has lost a mother or father in military service to our country since September 11th of 2001. In 2.5 years, this Congress will have done a number of things in behalf of our veterans and troops, including adding 8,300 VA claims processors to reduce the unconscionable backlog that veterans are having to stand in order to receive their earned benefits. We will have provided funding for an additional 115 VA community-based outpatient clinics, and this bill adds 30 more. We will have provided an additional 42 vet centers, and this bill adds 28 more. We've allowed the Veterans Health Administration to hire an additional 2,657 doctors, 11,509 nurses, and other critical additional staff. We will increase the travel reimbursement rate, the per mileage reimbursement rate for veterans having to travel, in some cases, hundreds of miles to VA hospitals, which had not been increased since 1979. We will increase that from 11 cents per mile to 41.5 cents a mile. To many in America, that extra 30 cents may not sound like much. To many of America's finest, our veterans, it's a difference between them being able to afford to drive to get the VA care, the health care they need and deserve, or not. Our increased funding for veterans in this bill and over the past 2.5 years means our veterans have better